Hello, my dear friends. Today I'm talking about Sagittarius features as a native. This sign is mutable and fire. The native has a generous and optimistic vision of reality and people, tolerance and cheerful attitude in any circumstances, even when it's not the case. The native attracts abundance in its life and even doesn't become a rich. He feels like it's a rich person. He knows very well how to motivate others, and even his presence inspires others because his hoping and optimistic attitude. He's addicted to taste of food, and he will never refuse a present, but he also is very generous. That's why, because he's addicted to food and everything that is tasting very well, he should be aware of the weight, especially in the second part of his life. He's not careful about details in work, and maybe the native need more patience when it comes to daily routine activities. He's dedicated worker when he is motivated emotionally, financially, and by the team that he's working in. He's an honest, courageous, and also very straightforward. Ego, for some people, may be shaken by way of speaking of a Sagittarius native. He likes very much to travel, to discover the world, the people, the cultures, to understand the divine, and to understand the meaning of life. What advices I have for this native? Being fairly generous and spender by nature, it may be good for the native to learn how to put aside, or at least to invest in areas that would bring some passive income in time. Should be aware of quantities, whether it's food or not. The native is too much and may affect its silhouette and the health status. Because the native do not accept any limitation from outer environment, he wants to do only what he wants without any restriction. It is better for him to think twice before acting. It's better to be more realistic, to not imagine that everyone is honest and fair as he is, and to avoid moments of credulity because he will pay a very high cost because of this. Sometimes, due to some limitations from environment, the native may become aggressive, pressures and stress, and then this affects the instinct and become wild as an animal, as a horse actually, right? The Sagittarius is half man, half horse. That's why it's better for him. Try to not postpone reactions. The idea is that he should learn to act and not to react. Because if it's keeping too much, the aggressiveness inside will become a real volcano. And this pressure start to become frustration and then can become a disease. He is very creative, highly respected or well respected as teacher or trainees. So it's very good for the native to learn other people what they know the best. When it's about planetary rulerships, dignities and abilities, Sagittarius has Jupiter as its traditional rulership. Mercury is in exile, doesn't feel very well in Sagittarius. Anatomic areas that are ruled by Sagittarius are hips, blood vessels, arteries sciatic nerve, pelvic bone, and liver. He should take care about sugar level and the quality of the blood vessels, arteries, because sometimes in the second part of the life has the problems, especially with the arteries on the legs. Famous people born in Sagittarius: Edith Piaf, Winston Churchill, Mary Stuart, Ludwig van Beethoven, Mark Twain, Tina Turner, Steven Spielberg, and Walt Disney. Until next time, I wish you all the best.